Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about why I truly believe the Washington Wizards have improved their team. They're one of the biggest winners in free agency behind the Miami Heat. And look, this team has really, I think, improved their team and have moved on from Russell Westbrook the best possible way. And I'm obviously, when you move on from an All NBA player along the lines of a Russell Westbrook, it's hard to replace that value. But I think they've done a good job of attempting to do that. And I think this is a playoff team. So before we start today's video, I'd love to hear those beautiful thoughts and comments down below. And let me hear, what do you guys think of the Washington Wizards? What do you guys think of the trade? And yeah, let's get right into it. Basically, the players that they lost were Chandler Hutchinson and Russell Westbrook that were on the roster. The players that they did lost in total was Robin Lopez, Ish Smith, Isaac Bonga, Alex Lynn, and Chandler Hutchinson and Russell Westbrook. 6 guys from last year's roster. You could add Ian Mahimi, but he didn't even play for them last year. Corey Kispert they brought in, and when I look at this team, I love it, okay? Their shooting guards are Bradley Beal and Contavious Caldwell-Pope, with Corey Kessler probably going to get some minutes in there. Then you go at the small forward position. I love what they've done there. KCP will play some small forward position, I believe, when they do small ball lineups. Same thing with Kyle Kuzma will play small forward position behind Denny Avdia, who's going to be the starter there. And so will Davis Bertans play some small forward position. The starter at power forward is going to be Roy Hichimara, and with him being backed up by not only Kyle Kuzma and Davis Bertans, but we could maybe see some small, big ball lineups with Thomas Bryant and Daniel Gafford, or Thomas Bryant and Montrezl Harrell. Now we'll come to the center rotation. To start the year off will be Daniel Gafford and Montrezl Harrell until Thomas Bryant shakes off the rust. And I think basically those guys will be playing at least 16 minutes a night each, with one of them playing more minutes each night depending on the matchup and what's working better. I expect Wes Unseld. I also expect this to be a team very similar to how the Nuggets are going to be played. I think we're going to see a lot of Mike Malone's tactics brought over. And I like that Montrezl Harrell, Daniel Gafford will just be banging people on and on with pick and rolls. And this is, to me, a better team than last year, okay? And it's a guy that, look, last year they had Robin Lopez, Alex Lynn, Roy Hichimara, Daniel Gafford, Anthony Gill, Russell Westbrook, Ish Smith, Raul Neto. Also, they brought back Raul Neto. So that point guard depth and point guard, shooting guard depth will include Raul Neto. And they also have Caleb Holmesley, who they brought back. And look, I like, the idea of Anthony Gill, Davis Bertans, and Kyle Kuzma, and Roy Hichimara, Denny Avdia, maybe a little bit of KCP, and Corey Kispert being the forwards rotation, small forward and power forward rotation. Obviously, stars Denny Avdia and Roy Hichimara in my mind. Maybe even Kyle Kuzma and Roy Hichimara until Denny Avdia shakes off the rust from that season-ending injury. I just like the idea of Bradley Beal and Spencer Dinwiddie. Also, I didn't even mention Spencer Dinwiddie so far in this video. I know that we're like 3 minutes in and I haven't even talked about Spencer Dinwiddie right here, but I love the idea of Spencer Dinwiddie coming in next to Bradley Beal, being the backcourt kind of, Bradley Beal will be their Jamal Murray that doesn't pass as much, and Spencer Dinwiddie will be their, like, you could argue, I think he'll be reminiscent of a similar, like, I really like him, and I think Spencer Dinwiddie, his stats and how they're going to use him, when Jamal Murray went down, we saw a lot of Monte Morris. I think that's going to be how he's utilized, how Monte Morris was utilized in the playoffs and having a lot of success with that. I think we'll see similar plays like that, a lot of pick and rolls. Again, I think Spencer Dinwiddie, Daniel Gafford, and Montrezl Harrell pick and roll will be all season long. We'll see Bradley Beal run some of it. Even I think Denny Avdia will run some of it, because I believe Denny Avdia is a combination of Hedo Turkoglu and Lamar Odom, and I think he's a guy who could average 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists a game, like his ceiling. So I think this is also, I like the idea of the second unit being ran. Probably most likely Raul Neto, KCP will do Denny Avdia. Power forward will probably be either Davis Bertans or Kyle Kuzma or Anthony Gill. And then at center, we'll have Montrezl Harrell start with either Daniel Gafford or Thomas Bryant being the backup. So Thomas Bryant and Daniel Gafford is the backup center. Power forwards Davis Bertans and Kyle Kuzma and Anthony Gill. Then Small forward, we'll do Denny Avdia and Corey Kespert. And then shooting guard, you have KCP and Corey Kespert and Raul Neto for point guard. That's not bad as a backup unit. And then you have the starting unit, Spencer Dinwiddie, Bradley Beal, where I expect a lot of ball movement. They'll put out Kyle Kuzma, who will be stretching the floor. So will, Roy Hachimura, yeah, he shot 32%, but I really like him. He's a great power forward, and he'll be a good one in the league for a long time. And then just Montrezl Harrell, or, if you need rebounding, you'll probably put Daniel Gafford out there and rim protection. If you need scoring and some rebounding, you put in, our boy Montrezl Harrell. And if you need the floor spaced and a little bit of rim protection, a little bit of rebounding, not as good as the rest of the guys, you put in Thomas Bryant. Now, I'm glad that they got rid of Chandler Hutchinson. He was just terrible. He was bad. And also, I haven't even mentioned that Aaron Holiday's on this. So, the backup point guard, shooting guard could be Aaron Holiday and Raul Neto. I like Aaron Holiday. They'll get him to develop. And, Aaron Holiday, they got him for such a cheap deal that I thought, wow, good for them. And this is a guy who was a first-round pick, the 23rd pick in 2018, okay? So when you look at it, he's already played 3 seasons. He's going to his 4th year, last year of his rookie deal. So they'll be able to give him a qualifying offer. But what he's shown is he's a 37% career three-point shooter. This year he had 36%, and the year before 39%. And he played less minutes this year. But he's a guy who is a decent perimeter defender, can stretch the floor, and pass his ball not bad. And I think he's a good pickup for them. He'll be a good backup point guard with Raul Neto. And Raul Neto's more of a shooting guard who stretches the floor and gets steals. I think KCP and Raul Neto and Corey Kespert will back up Bradley Beal well. Same thing. So Corey Kespert, Raul Neto, Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Caleb Holmesley will back up the guard, and Aaron Holiday will all back up Bradley Beal and Spencer Dinwiddie, with the small forward position being a combination of Davis Bertans, Denny Avdia, Corey Kespert, Kyle Kuzma, all playing, and maybe even a little bit of KCP on small ball units, playing small forward. And even you could argue at the power forward position it's going to be Roy Hachimura, like I said, and Kyle Kuzma, Davis Bertans, and Anthony Gill. I like that. I don't really think that's a bad lineup. In the center, you just keep doing picks and rolls with Daniel Gafford and Montrezl Harrell. And then when you want to space the floor, if you have more defense on the floor, you put Thomas Bryant in there. That's not a bad team. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this will be a good team, or am I just hyping up nothing, kicking clouds in the dust? So let me hear those beautiful thoughts down below, people. I love y'all. That'll basically be it for me today, guys. I'm a peace out, 8-Town style. Peace out, guys.